What's going on, and welcome back to the A Show with the Kings, a pro wrestling podcast. I am Justin, here with Meelz. What's up, Meelz?
What's up, man? First of all, happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're very love should be celebrated. Second, my heart is broken. Just in the instant, just like that. Asuka.
What?
Asuka.
Asuka?
Where the hell is Asuka going?
What's wrong?
Why is she leaving?
This has really like hit you hard.
Asuka is one of my favorite wrestlers just ever. Just top to bottom, just like favorite. And there's no filter to be put on it. I don't need to separate into men's, women's, small, extra large. I don't need to put any filters on it. One of my favorite wrestlers ever. So I'm just like, I mean, she ain't gone, but
yeah. Well, we don't know what the deal is, what the issue is. Obviously, welcome guys back to the show. But
of course.
I think that it was handled with a level of respect that I think is equal in relevance to how much she has done in the company. You don't get not everybody gets what she got over the past weekend. Not everybody gets.
You don't get put through a windshield by Braun Breaker and then put through a car and then.
Well, I mean, that nigga deserved to get put through the fucking windshield. But there's a level of respect that they have for her, that she was able to go out on her own terms, put somebody that she loved very much, or she loves very much, over, and go out on her own terms and not have to slip on no doo-doo on the way out.
Amen. Love that. Definitely better watch it. You guys haven't gone over Euphoria on the show yet, have you?
No, we haven't. We were to tell you the truth, all things considered, me and Mark got this new crazy HD camera, and it's been like fucking up. So when we do record new stuff on Black Print Network, it's just been the camera dying within 2 seconds. So we finally got those issues settled, so we'll be able to kind of talk about all things on Don't Steal This podcast in the next coming week. So
yeah, you might as well wait till that shit ends.
I watched the intro.
For the last episode?
Yeah, I watched the intro. Well, the thing is one of my artists on my roster got a sync on the show. It's in the first minute or two of.
Shout out to you for letting us know what that means last week.
Oh yeah. So he got on it. It's AZ Trike, and one of his singles got on there, but you can't hear it. And I was like, you literally cannot hear it in the background. But they put him on the playlist though on Spotify, so that was cool.
I didn't even know they had a playlist. I don't know what kind of playlist they got going on there with that. The first 10 minutes of that episode I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I watched it now, and like me and my wife looked at each other and we were just like, all right, well, what else?
Can I say this? I also have a thing of watching. I know we're trying to wrap this up. I have a thing of watching where it depends how much I care for it, which screen it will be relegated to. I have my television, my computer, my laptop, and my phone. Euphoria's been on the phone for like 2 weeks.
Jesus, the phone? That's a lot of screens.
That's me not watching it, but also doing things at the same time, but not wanting it to break any of my stuff. But yeah, it's it is what it is. But we're here, we're back. This week, obviously, we're coming off a pay-per-view. Pay-per-view that happened last week. We're preparing for Saturday night's main event, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Next week.
It's that time of the year where they're building to multiple shows kind of at the same time, but not really. They typically, their process is we're building to one show, then after that we'll build to another show. So then we get a full summer of people talking about how shitty the build has been to various shows, even though they kind of they don't want to do too much overlap. So I don't think we're getting any. I don't think we booked any pay-per-view matches for the next pay-per-view, which is
Clash
another
champion. They have booked it, or Clash in Italy. Sorry, they
Clash in Italy.
It was Gunther and Cody is the first.
It's happening at Clash in Italy. Okay,
yeah, it happened on SmackDown. That was like a.
It hasn't been officially announced yet.
But come on.
I mean, I'm just listen. I don't know. Saturday night's main event coming up too. Shit.
This Saturday night's main event will be some angle of Bloodline cinema, or some semblance of a continuation of like something that may happen on SmackDown. I don't know. It's not gonna. I don't think either. The thing is that that's weird about Saturday night's main event is that like Cody and Gunther is clearly not going to happen there, but we don't know when the rematch with Jacob's going to happen either. But I don't think they give that away there.
Can I give? I'll put a pie in the sky booking for Saturday night's main event. Hashtag Meelz booking. Right. Cody and Roman versus Jacob and Gunther.
I don't like the. I mean, we're going to talk about the Roman stuff in a second, but like I don't like positioning Jacob.
You didn't even want Cody. You don't even want Cody and Roman's orbit. Oh, okay. You don't want.
No, I don't want Jacob anywhere near. I don't mind those two like teaming, whatever. Like I think it's way too fast for them to be like teaming on such a short notice. But
Survivor Series.
That wasn't short. First, that wasn't short notice.
That was but
that was like a month and some change.
I mean, you build this up. I mean, it's champion versus champion, challengers teaming up against champions. It kind of writes itself.
The whole thing, not really. I think the whole thing is like, why are you like Jacob?
Mortal Kombat, nigga. Street Fighter.
Jacob has a positioning problem right now, and I think that like I get what they're trying to do. They're just like, we're just gonna get him over by like just looking cooler than Roman right now. But I'm like, you didn't have to do any of this.
Yeah,
like you none of this had to be like this. I think that like having him have to get it out the mud is just it's just crazy positioning for him right now. I just don't like the way they're doing that. But I don't think that there's any collab with those two in the near future.
Consider a Street Fighter, collab.
That'll happen.
Street Fighter's coming up.
That's in October. Is that's more Survivor Series than anything.
Oh, all right. Well, damn. Okay, I mean, we've kind of slid through a bunch of topics, but we have actual stuff to talk about today. We're going to try to compress it all in an hour since, you have plans, we have things going on, but we still wanted to get the episode out. So much things have gone on over the last week. Let me actually look what's going on. We're recording this on Wednesday, so now I can see what the hell's happening on Dynamite, if you're interested,
Sure.
You interested in kind of what's going on? They're selling tickets they're on the road to Double or Nothing, which is going to be in New York, but like Queens.
Is that far from you?
It is incredibly far. It is not.
Queens is like
it is not
quarter, right?
Queens is next to Brooklyn, but it's so far from Brooklyn. Like Queens is the entire island that we're on is Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, but the way Queens is set up, the arena is closer to Long Island, and there's no good train that really travels. After a certain point, trains just stop going to Queens. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's never been, if I wanted to commute, let's say I wanted to go to Double or Nothing for whatever reason, lobotomy, something. Let's say I wanted to go to Double or Nothing. It would take me probably like an hour and a half to get there, just riding the trains.
Right.
And considering how they be ending their shows, and it's Memorial Day weekend, fuck no. Oh, yeah. I know the train's not gonna run.
There's a chance you'll be stuck like the Warriors.
Yeah. Fuck that. Hell nah. So yeah, it's a no-go, but they haven't really done. I've been looking to see if they followed up on this Swerve thing.
Let's just get to the Swerve thing.
Okay.
Swerve has, I guess, since the beginning of this week, started some type of storyline. I haven't watched it. I've just watched people's reaction to all of the stuff that's going on. But like he started this like disgruntled worker thing where they're like, why am I not on Dynamite? Why am I not on TV? They're keeping me from, because I'm too violent, I'm too dangerous, I'm too hot for TV, making the band, and they don't want me on TV right now. And I'm like, nigga, let's be fucking for real.
Yeah, that's not even believable.
These were like, you could tell this came from the mind of like his mind. You could tell
his mind specifically. Yes.
This came directly from him. This is, no one else would think of something that's stupid after years and years of you full-throatedly talking about how much you love your fucking job and how much you love AEW, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And now all of a sudden they don't love you anymore and they don't want you on TV. It is a blurring of the lines that doesn't make sense, in the sense that we're like, I think it's just funny that accounts that don't play stupid for things that they know are clearly a work in WWE play stupid for things like this and act like it's serious. They have been reporting this, Meelz, like it is dead for real. He posted it, and I'm like, this is not for real. This is the fakest shit you could ever get. There's no way. This is, for one, it's a stupid storyline because it's not believable. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, it's the type of storyline that they love to do in AEW, to blur the lines, but the lines aren't blurred because they control literally every narrative that comes out of the company, like they're doing right now with this, because they want us to believe Swerve is unhappy there.
But there's not even, the thing is, there's not even much tact, right? Like, for instance, so I haven't been watching the shows. I was going to this week, and then I was like, no, since we're recording at this point, I was just like, let me just avoid it entirely. But he's not like, they're not savvy enough to be able to pull off a work shoot angle, because they play too much gimmicky into the work shootness of it all. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gimmick. It's like a third hand for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, they can't get the work shoot kind of vibe from the things that they're going on, because no one really believes it, because they do talk actively. And you say full throating their jobs. Absolutely. They talk about it legitimately every week. So for some,
here's the difference. Whereas when Cody will shoot on TKO and Pat McAfee, he'll get cheers for that, right?
Yeah.
Because TKO largely, you know, whatever side of the fence you're on, they have a lot of people very upset. So it's very easy to kind of pull that from the biggest babyface in your company. That don't work for Swerve, because the fans of AEW don't like to or won't admit that there's anything wrong with the company. So that they'll just be like, oh, okay, this must be like a work shoot that's happening where something we don't know. You know what I mean? They're not gonna fully be behind that. You know what I mean? So like, and again, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, don't believe his lies, is what I want to say. Like, he is this is not for real. I don't even know if he's trying to do this, but it's like, I just think that it's interesting the way that they are like promoting these videos and these tweets and stuff like that. I'm like, this is just not real. It's not true.
Yeah, it's the way it's being aggregated as if it is real by legit accounts. And I'm just like, wait, isn't this a shoot? Like, no, I'm sorry, isn't this a work? Like, the first thing that came to my brain was like, isn't this a work? Like, why are y'all reporting this? And then they're like, Ricochet responded, and I was like, isn't? And then they both deleted it, and I'm just, maybe because they both talked about it's a work, nigga.
God,
I know. But to me, I mean, people are dumb enough to believe this, so it is what it is. But I do think it's bad. I made the.
They're supposed to be the elevated brand, the elevated fans. They're too smart to get caught by anything, and still.
Yeah, I made the tweet of like, man, Drew McIntyre would have. When Drew McIntyre gets banned from the show, he shows up anyway. So I don't even know. And he's the heel. The thing is that, like, I don't know if he's trying to garner sympathy. Aren't you the heel in this? Like, you turned bad. You want to beat up banditos that bad? Like, it doesn't come off as disgruntled. It comes off as like whining.
You're wrestling bandito, nigga. Let's move on.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, they launched the Owen Hart brackets for this show.
Oh, okay.
It's never been. I'll let you decide what you think the final is going to be.
Okay.
The first match is Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay.
All right.
The second match is Mark Davis versus Jungle Jack Perry. They're on the same side, by the way.
Okay.
So, the third match on the next side is Swerve versus Bandito. So this blood feud has suddenly turned into a tournament match. And the final match under that is Claudio versus Brody King.
The Brody ain't never gonna get ahead, huh?
No, this is so. I don't say it's obviously Will versus Swerve, but
and Will get back. I guess is that the idea?
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the storylines. Will has been abducted and is currently training with the Death Riders.
So they abduct him during the show, and then he gets to fly back home.
No, they abducted him, and he's now a willing participant in like training to get stronger or some anime shit.
Anime shit.
Yeah. So it just is what it is. The women's side of the tournament, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea who's winning this, and it really doesn't matter, to be honest with you. And that's no shot to women. It's just they.
I'll say Willow.
Yeah, I mean, but Willow already won.
Oh, she won last year, didn't she?
She won the first one. Yeah, she won the first one, and I think Athena won last year. Okay. So Cerise in it. I don't know, but also she doesn't work for AEW, so yeah, I don't know, maybe Persephone. But yeah, this is an interesting concept. So just where the Swerve shit is, y'all niggas gotta do better.
Just get it the fuck together, guys.
Yeah,
like, y'all need y'all's biggest show of the year is basically tomorrow.
yeah.
Like, it's basically tomorrow. So like, if y'all don't have like the big storylines, is the Will Ospreay thing like the big storyline? I guess.
I'm assuming it's like, yeah, they're. I don't know where it's ending up. I don't know where this is going, to be honest with you. Currently, Darby Allin is the champion, so I have no idea what's going on in this company, to be honest with you. I think last year they were a lot more focused on the direction of things than they are this year. Also, Mercedes hasn't come back. Toni Storm is obviously out for an extended period of time. The women's division is kind of being built around Tekla, and that's really kind of it.
For now.
Yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot more. We'll see, considering the issues they have. I'm sure Mercedes will be back soon, but it seems like Mercedes is supposed to be back already. So I don't know what she's waiting for.
She better hurry up for they stack that time on her ass.
Shit, man, absolutely. What do we want to talk about next?
Let's go to NXT, which I watched last night.
I did not watch it, unfortunately.
I watched it. I thought it was a good show. I thought the week before was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're getting into a groove. I think it's worth going back to NXT. I think that big Bobby Hill looking nigga, I think he might be the one to save the men's division. I think the men's division got a re-up of all time that we've been waiting for like 2 years. I think the men's division got a good recharge. I think Mason Rook. I think Tony D at the top. I think that even the Cam Hendricks dude is a good worker. I think he's
that's Maxine's.
Yeah, Maxine's man. Naraku,
I didn't see it from him.
He gonna get that laugh over. If there's one thing that nigga gonna do, he gonna get that laugh over.
How did you feel about his debut? I didn't watch it.
I thought it was. I mean, it's a little squashy squash, but I thought it was good. It's evil, you know what I'm saying? He's doing evil moves. He was doing all the moves he will be doing, and then he retained his finisher. He a big burly Japanese nigga. I want to see how this works, because I think that the what he occupies on a roster is what I think Rusev occupies currently on Raw. In terms of just big burly, I'm a fuck you up niggas, you know.
Sometimes you need one of those. It was clear by this episode.
He might need a mouthpiece, but I think that the core of Tony D, Naraku, Cam Hendricks, and Mason Rook, Bobby Hill, is a good reign for
We
Tony.
better than we were 2 months ago.
Yes, 10 times better. Women's division, I need to say more. I think Tatum and Lizzie Rain, good pairing. Nikita Lyons. People are always asking how she survived all these cuts. I think people aren't watching. I think that's the thing, Meelz. People are not watching why she survived all them cuts. I think that
comeback of the year, maybe
she is. She might be. She's definitely in the running to me for most improved.
Ooh, okay.
For never being on it, she's on the run. She entertains me. She entertains me. She's got a good look. I haven't watched her Evolve game tape, but every time she's been on NXT, I've I see clips of the Evolve stuff. Haven't watched the game tape. I've seen little highlight reels, but on NXT, she's been doing a good job. And I've never seen someone work their way down, then work their way back up and succeed in this way. I think Evolve might have been the best thing for her.
In NXT, they normally do not do that. You get down, you stay down, and then you're out.
Yeah, you're out. But through perseverance, and I think honestly, the company just not giving up on her. I think that it's like they saw something, Meelz, and they follow through with it. So
absolutely. I heard Kendall Gray versus Kalani was also a banger and a half.
It was very good. Kalani, might I say this? I think the more complete and probably the better wrestler between her and Soul. I just off eye test. Just off eye test. Probably the better wrestler. Soul's gonna learn on the job. Kalani's already there. Yeah. But I think that the women's division having Lola go against Izzy Dame is some type of sick cosmic joke. Because I don't know.
I don't know what their return on investment is for Izzy Dame. I don't see it. I've never saw it. She's a nice looking girl.
Why is she not in Evolve? I'm confused.
I'm confused too. I'm confused why Carmen Petrovic and fucking Wendy Chu are slumming it in Evolve, where Izzy Dame is like, all right, let's see how it rocks. The culling has never worked, my nigga. No. The culling has never been a factor.
Culling should just be a place where Sean Spears just rotates niggas in and out of the culling, bruh.
I agree.
Like, we don't need the domain expansion story pre-tapes of the culling. Just saying. But I don't come here to harp on the bad. Okay?
Okay.
I come here to harp on the good.
That's good.
And they're doing a good job. I think they read up very well, and I'm actually excited for the coming Dark State baby faces.
Oh, are they now?
Yes, they're going against varsity. The varsity niggas.
Oh,
keep an eye on them with the big burly, the big burly chick. Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek.
Don't do that. Don't say that. We on public. Don't
keep an eye on.
views on the Tron. Maybe
keep an eye on them. I'm just saying, the nigga walk out on her shoulders. I say, yep, they got one. They got one with this one. Hell yeah, I'm with the varsity niggas. I like it. They got a real tag division. OTM pre-tape, real good.
I heard it was good.
Real good. The new homegirl, Alicia, what's her name?
I
don't know. All good. I fought with it.
Damn, I gotta watch this episode. Holy shit.
It was good. If I'm saying it's good, I mean, come on, man.
I love it. Okay. NXT, we back. Warport is also back this week, so check out for more on that.
Yeah. Shout out Cyrus and Quan. They'll probably be talking about that. But hey, I give it my stamp of approval.
Okay. All right, you back. This is what I love to hear. Let's go through Backlash.
Yeah.
Let's get to Backlash. Backlash was this past Saturday. It occurred, thankfully, at not the same time the Knicks are playing, as most pay-per-views tend to be at this point. Shout out to the Knicks. From Tampa, I thought this was their best B show.
What?
Well, no, actually.
I'm so confused. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Actually, because I'm going back to Elimination Chamber, and I do remember liking that.
But it's up there to you. It's up there to you at the very least.
It's up there. I think, and I don't want to say, so I don't want to dismiss it as if the other B shows are bad, but I think this is their best B show since Evolution to me. So that just means how highly I rank this actual show.
I thought that I was kind of disappointed by this show.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
Disappointed. It had matches I ain't want to see.
Well,
like Seth and Braun. I'm so tired of this shit. I ain't want to see it. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
tired of it too, but it was good.
It was a good match, but I'm just like I'm tired of Braun Breaker. I think.
I could see it.
I think that they keep putting the dog in front of me and telling me that the dog is ferocious.
What the dog do?
Yeah, like I think they keep trying to tell me that the dog ferocious, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but can the dog like do something different? Like
That's
other
I
than
mean,
just
that's kind of where I'm at with it.
like
It-
like him beating
when,
Seth just made me want to must make me happy because Seth won't have to deal with this nigga no more.
when he was in the 6-man tag on Raw, I was like, all right, this is what is that we follow up? He's just being a bunch of you teaming up with the other goofs.
Because now that Roman on the show, he not facing Roman. No, he not facing Roman. At least when Punk was on the show, he could get some burn with Punk. He can make himself look good against Punk. He put himself in that position. But I'm like, I just turn on babyface, bro. Like
Bro, it's a Samoan summer. It's a Samoan summer. But no, Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. I thought it was a good match. Albeit, but I do echo your same problems that happened with Braun. It's not. I don't know what's more one dimensional than one dimensional, but he moves in one direction and then no others. There doesn't seem to be any depth to his character. There doesn't seem to be any motivations. He just comes and he spears, and that's really it. And he's been doing the same thing. It would have been great if it was like something fresh, but he's been doing it for like 2 years. So, and the people want to cheer him. So ultimately give the people what they want. I think in the ideal world, it's Seth Rollins who's the heel in this situation, and Braun Breaker isn't. But due to circumstances, it's the other way around. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. Trick Williams defeats Sami Zayn to retain the United States Championship. Let's talk about it. The segment on SmackDown.
The gingerbread segment, which, by the way, I watched SmackDown with no inclination, no spoilers, no, sense of like what anyone was talking about with this show. By the way,
I love that.
I walked in blind. Yeah,
I think the playoffs are on, so I kind of had SmackDown on, but I wasn't really watching SmackDown. But I knew I was waiting for this segment, and they put it at the end of the show. And to be honest with you, it's very rare that. Well, I don't want to say it's very rare that SmackDown ends with an angle. It's very rare SmackDown ends with an angle from not a main event talent. But I guess Trick Williams is kind of.
Yeah,
Trick Williams is kind of a main event. He's a main eventer holding the U.S. title.
When Sami has something to sink his teeth into, he normally main events. When Sami has like a real like story that he's hanging on to, he normally main events for sure.
How did you feel about the way they explored Gingerbread Man through the show, adding to Sami Zayn's madness of it all, where the entire show seems to be in on the joke, but Sami Zayn?
I think this reminded me of some of the more memorable like things that people talk about to this day that on the outset back in 04, 05, 06, 07 were bad, quote unquote bad, but they meme and talk about remember this moment back in the day. This to me was the perfect example.
Like Katie Vick or something?
No, not Katie Vick, but I mean like it's nothing bad. Like the Jagged Edge wedding shit.
Oh, I don't
think it was remembered as fondly back then as it was today. The Undertaker segment from like way back in the day was not remembered like back then like it was back like things that were quirky enough to be like, yo, this is fucking wrestling. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous shit that we love wrestling. And again, comedy and wrestling can't be one way. It can't be just okay when one company's doing it. Just like the same way about criticism, right? It can't be one way. You can't just criticize AEW and not criticize WWE. You can't just say that comedy's only okay in AEW. It's not okay in WWE. You can't just say like playing this type of stuff up to the crowd, like into the audience at large. It fucking worked. It really worked. They were confused and they didn't know what was going on, but it got them the more that it went on.
They bought into it.
They bought in the more that it went on. I think from the video package onward, they were locked in.
The R-Truth moment backstage, everyone at this funeral, everyone bought it. The commentators, Joe Tess yelling, Gingy! Like, it's clear everyone bought into it. It's kind of like Danhausen in a sense. And it adds good variety to the show. So the funeral happens. Sami Zayn comes out and he's like, I can't believe y'all niggas is going up for this. He eventually attacks Trick. The gingerbread man pops up. It's Yachty. Shout out to Yachty for being part of a seminal moment in WWE. This is probably one of the more seminal moments of
I know
Trick's run. Yeah, it's just it would always be remembered. They get the best on Sami Zayn, and then it leads to the pay per view where they have a better match than I think they had at WrestleMania. But still, right person won. Uh, just to be honest, I don't remember much about the match at this point.
The match was what it was. It was perfunctory. I think Trick Williams matches don't last longer than like 7 minutes. I think that's like a major it's a major kind of dot on his tenure thus far, I think. And I think
you're gonna have to go to the deep end at some point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like it's real. He needs to like, they need to tighten up on that. So I mean, I thought the match was fine. I think that Trick should I think right now my biggest complaint is like they should definitely, all right, Ilya, come back, Mello, come back. Let's start getting some of these guys on the show again. I think Trick and Sami took up so much airtime. It's time to start getting the mid card popping again, and it can't just be MFTs. You know what I mean? You got to get the MFTs popping. Well, the thing is, the SmackDown is like about to go back to 2 hours, so I'm just kind of wondering how they're about to split time.
No, I hear you.
So I don't know. I thought it was cool though.
I fully agree with you as well. Third match, Danhausen and his partner, which revealed to be Minihausen, defeats The Miz and Kit Wilson.
They hated this too?
Yeah, in a match that I think people were underwhelmed initially by the reveal of the partner, but by the end of the match, they were like, oh, this is awesome.
I almost wanted to tweet, sounds like this crowd wanted some Jelly Roll.
They wanted anyone else. I think people legitimately like were thinking a partner, oh, it's gonna be Royce, or it's gonna be this person, or it's gonna be that person. And then it was like, oh, it's a little person.
Then when they saw how fucking awesome the guy was.
Yeah, because it was El Torito.
Yeah.
It was with the what the fuck was he called? What them niggas' names?
Lucha.
No, he was
the
Conquistadors. Yeah, Diego and Fernando, the pre-Americanos explosion of like, they're still Latino, but they're fake Mexican. But no, I think that, again, another match people bought in. Shout out to Kit Wilson. Shout out to The Miz. Shout out to Danhausen. Immediately after the match, they's like, all right, we selling another Danhausen shirt. WWE shop #1 with a bullet. So they know what they're doing with Danhausen.
It's working. They're striking while the iron is red fucking hot. I mean, I was sold by the end of this match. It's great. It's comedy, bro. It's good comedy, man. I'm not even like fronting when I say that the Danhausen effect has been positive for this company. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a net positive, and he's worked very, 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 very hard to make this get over, and it did work. Like, even like, just like to the point where like they did the cloning thing and he cussed. He's like shit or so whatever, and everyone started laughing. I'm like, bro, everything this guy does, people think is funny.
Yeah,
everything this guy does, people think is funny.
He's it right now. He's probably going to be one of the biggest success stories of 2026. Like, legitimately. Next
we've needed that Al Snow like foil type character for a while.
Yeah, and he works with anybody. So I'm interested to see who he's going to work with next, to be honest with you. I mean, even if they still decide, let's continue this thing with The Miz, it makes for great television, and it adds a bit of levity to the show and stuff where it's like, normally it was just Truth kind of holding it up. Now Truth got some help. So we'll see.
They can let Truth go.
Let's not. Io Sky defeats Asuka in a singles match again. incredible.
This was my match of the night.
I would say, yeah, this is mine. I mean, for all the reasons, the sentimental reasons, the action reasons, everything that happened in the ring, everything that happened afterwards, I would say this is probably, they gave these ladies time. They gave these ladies the space.
Everything got time.
Yeah. No, I mean, yes, but like the space to operate, essentially. Yeah. Like, we're telling a story from beginning to end. You know, even the spot with the miss that ends up getting blocked, like the opportunities to play with people's emotions, bring them up, bring them back down. These two ladies who have, you know, the Joshi style has been a part of their DNA, and now, like, years later, you can see how, to be honest with you, how much the WWE style has affected and how they performed in front of this crowd. But I think they brought the best of both worlds. Early in the day, Asuka had just tweeted a photo or shared a photo on Instagram with Frank Sinatra My Way, and people were wondering, like, is this the end of Asuka? Did TKO get her too? Did they ask her, how much did they ask her to take off the top?
I think it's tacky that people brought up the pay cuts. I don't think that that's a conversation worthy of having, because you're not the person that's on the receiving end of any of those talks. I think that after the first initial joint, I think after the first initial conversation about the pay cuts, right? I think that people should have left it alone. I agree. It alone. I think after the first initial conversation about the pay cuts, leave it the fuck alone. There's no reason for niggas to be talking about the fucking pay cuts anymore.
Witch hunting pay cuts? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like and again, like I said before, like, it's their choice, it's their decision whether they want to take these cuts or not. It's their fucking decision, you know.
Absolutely. So,
I don't know. I just think that could be. Did they get her too? And I'm just like, nigga, what?
Right. So Io Sky ends up defeating her. They embrace in the ring with a hug. It's like, nigga, I was tripping. She didn't really say that, but they embraced in the ring with a hug. It was very emotional. People started tweeting out things about Asuka, how much they appreciated her. We learned sometime after that Asuka was going back to Japan because she has some other issues. I mean, some things that she has to deal with, family stuff that she has to deal with. I don't want to say issues. Allegedly. I mean, people really never know. People said that, like, Kyrie was coming back. People said a whole bunch of other things. Ultimately, the enigma that Asuka is, you will never know what the fuck she's doing.
People didn't even know she had kids until let it slip.
So you'll never know, but she got the write off on Monday Night Raw. She's riding off into the sunset for now. It's been said that she's semi-retired. I don't know what that means.
Part-timer. She don't. I mean, again, Asuka gave us, bro. She made it hot for 15 summers,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like any
all 15 of them.
Yes, like she's one of the greatest of all time. This isn't objective. This is a fact.
This is a fact. She's, to me, I put her in the same class as like an Eddie Guerrero, because they're two people who are uniquely, insanely good at everything. Even Asuka was a killer when she came, and by the end, she's one of the most comedic. But in the end, with such variety and such range in terms of what she can accomplish in the ring and outside the ring. So, you know, I'm a big fan of Asuka. Gonna miss Asuka. I'm sure she'll be back, but she pretty much passed the torch to Io. She's like, yo, it's yours.
But I mean, you know, Asuka's great, but Io's been better than Asuka for a while, so it's fair. It's fair.
She passed the 6th Asuka.
Io one of the greatest of all time too.
And yeah, I agree.
You got a lot longer to go.
But it's like, it's your company. It's like, it's your. I mean, what you're saying is, like, it's always been her company. Like, it's been her company for like 2 years. Nigga. Yeah. But Asuka, the Empress, you know, you got it. Main event time. I was actually incredibly intrigued by this main event. I thought WWE, in terms of all of the press that they did and all the other things, did a great job at kind of like framing why Jacob Fatu is doing this and the opportunity that this is for him to be fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of a pay-per-view against Roman Reigns. So I thought they did a good job at like framing who Jacob Fatu is and what he's representing, or at least what he's fighting for more, I think, better off screen than on screen.
Mhm.
But we got the main event. I thought this was, again, really strong main event. Really strong performance by Jacob Fatu.
It was cool. I just thought it was cool, bro. I thought it was. We ain't seen this
Really?
before.
It was really good.
We ain't seen this before.
I mean, we've seen a lot of things before.
We ain't seen this Roman Reigns match. Like it was. I was like, we back to Roman Reigns main events.
Well, Roman Reigns, we've been talking about Roman Reigns been having everybody slipping on doo-doo. And this one, he seemingly actually was fearing for his life. So I'll give him that in terms of like normally, normally we
you liked it because he was on the back foot for a lot of,
essentially, because the Roman Reigns matches we see, but it was during his reign. He out here, he talking shit to the camera, looking at the camera. It's like, nigga, you're not even supposed to be looking at the camera. You out here talking to the camera. All types of other stuff. He didn't have no room for that. He was getting his fucking esophagus pulled out at some point. Pause, if necessary.
I think just my what's really in my craw right now about this whole thing is that like I just don't like the Roman Reigns character. I think the Roman Reigns character is pastiche. I think he's incredibly dated. I think they're sticking around to this thing a lot longer than they really should. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I just find myself asking a lot of times, why should I be booing Jacob Fatu? And I know by design that's not what they want. That's not exactly like what they're asking you to do or what they want to do, right? But like they're basically doing not addition by subtraction, but coolness by heelness. And they're doing some WWF era type shit, right? Where it's like he's cool because he's doing the shit. He's going against the authority. Cool. No, I have no problem with that. I got no issue with that. No beef with that at all. However, where I have the problem with is that like he's just coming off a big Mania win. He's got all the momentum, and they're just like, nah, he's just straight up. We're just gonna see if we can shades of gray this and see. Like he gets booed on Raw, cheered on SmackDown, and I think it's the same issue that me and you have with like how the Grandes, right?
Yeah.
Booed here,
no, absolutely.
Here. It's not consistent. And I think that's my main issue with it is that it's just not consistent. And I want it to be consistent. And I just don't think that I just don't think the Roman Reigns character just has the range anymore. I'm just going to be.
No.
I don't think he has the range anymore.
And I don't think I don't know about the shades of gray in this instance, because it does feel a little bit like they're framing, because of how much Jacob Fatu is the aggressor, that he is the person that should be booed in this instance. He's beating up the Yeet Man. You know what I'm saying? He's beating up Roman Reigns. So it's if I had to pick an alignment, I know they don't really necessarily want you to, but if I had to pick one, I'm like, yo, this nigga's tripping. But I don't really feel that way, because Roman at this point is like, how can you? He's been so unpenetrable, been so unflappable at some points. It's just like,
how for him to get his. This is the mini comeuppance that we've asked for. I just don't think it's in the way that I would have done it.
He needed comeuppance from actual characters that have been weaved in this actual story. To be honest with you, it just feels like he's helping a brother out. Like, it doesn't feel to me like he's graciously giving back to the company. He's like, I'll do it for this guy. I'll do it for Jacob Fatu.
Roman don't ever allow himself to look weak for nobody.
Yeah. Like he never did this for fucking Cody on the back foot or nothing, all the other shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When he was facing Drew back in the day, it used to be Jey Uso who catching the Claymores. You know what I'm saying? He's not catching the Claymores. Guy looks strong. But he getting choked out every week by, his mans and things. It's just like, I get it, but that's Samoan dynasty and all this other stuff like that. It just looks weird and funny in the light for me. But overall, I enjoyed the pay-per-view.
Yeah. I thought it was a little disappointing. I'm hoping that Clash is a lot better than this one.
Clash in Italy. I mean, the crowds are usually better. I mean, Tampa was pretty good.
I think I just missed the Cody of it all. I think just not having Cody on the pay-per-view just seems weird. He's on like all.
I hear you. Well, they got Roman now. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's get over to Smackdown and Raw real quick to close out the show. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and this of course would be a nice little bonus for you guys for anniversary gift from me to you guys.
absolutely.
SmackDown. We talked about the gingerbread gimmick, but we had a big return happen on SmackDown. They're loading up their women's division, and I think I'm ready to say that I think the SmackDown women's division is actually kind of getting there. And it's always like this. They're never together. They're never like on at the same time. Mm-hmm. And it's like the only real complaint I have about the SmackDown women's division is like, why the fuck can't y'all get Jordynne Grace on the show every week? Like, I don't understand what the disconnect is here. Like, what are you guys planning on doing? Because she's there. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that like what you thought the other week, that Blake Monroe and Jordynne Grace are probably going to feud again on SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm
leaning towards that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they couldn't do this, but yeah, Jade Cargill make her return to SmackDown this week. Gotten this thing. I'll be honest with you. So I think this was for the 6-woman tag between Fatal Influence. Okay, I want to talk about it with something else then, but it kind of parlays into it. The whole thing starts off. They decided they're making this massive women's part of the show, so it kicks off with Brie Bella and Paige coming out. Because niggas want their titles. And I'm kind of over how they are framing these women tag team champions, because all of them get the same. Yeah. We're the champions. Niggas come out. We want the titles. And then it kind of ends from there. The champions usually walk out or get punched in the face or something along those lines. It literally happened twice in the same week. Mm-hmm. From that, they transitioned to Fatal Influence versus Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, 6-woman tag. Great highlight of the Fatal Influence ladies.
Hey. I'm here to say.
Okay.
Paige looks good.
Paige looks great.
Yeah, she looks good out there.
She looks good. No, she looks good. I just think like they just feel like an avatar to me. Like they don't feel like they just feel like niggas holding belts. Like they don't feel like actual champions. The way they're incorporated into the show feels very lame.
It's hard to make them feel like more important because it looks like it's like a not a here nigga damn, but thanks for your service.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's just get to the real food. But then I'm just like, do we really want heels to have them titles again?
I don't want to just immediately rip them off. I think Brie Bella is actually, I know there's been varying opinions. I think she's looked better than she had in her last run.
She has. I think they've been working well. I just think that, you know what it is? The teams are stale. And I think that's why we look at Fatal Attraction. Oh, this is new. This is fresh. Like, so it's like we don't want them to go on heels again, but they kind of have to because the fresher team is here now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get the 6-woman tag. You know, the crowd's going crazy for Rhea. I forget if they come up in the match. No, I think Fatal Influence defeats.
They defeat them, but Jay comes out because Jay.
But then
attacks them.
Yeah, Jade Cargill attacks him, gets in Rhea's face, attacks pretty much everybody in the ring. Michin and B-Fab also come out. And they kind of establish back that like SmackDown is there. So they're back in the fold. Women are back. Love it.
But again, it's a fresh team. B-Fab, Michin, super fresh. Never seen it before. I know we have our differing opinion. You know, we have the same opinions, but like we need freshness. I do.
I know. Yes.
I do think that the division in SmackDown is a lot better now. They're teasing the fucking Julia Kiana breakup. Pray for Julia, but again, it's fresh, and we need fresh, and I like fresh. So I like it.
I agree. What else happened on SmackDown? If anything notable, Royce Keys got a lot of segments on SmackDown. Royce Keys was actually throughout SmackDown a lot.
5 segments I counted.
Nigga dabbing up niggas, saving niggas, having matches,
knowing niggas. I think that's like the biggest thing he got is he know niggas. Like damn,
yeah. He's on and about, you know.
The bitch ass Usos.
I mean, they got what was coming to them on Monday.
You don't want to get the attention of the tribal chief. I would have been like, nigga, fuck the tribal chief. The fuck?
I would have said the same thing. Because I'm like, y'all can't have me believe that they're not his henchmen. As much as the internet's like, no, if you actually listen to the story, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm like, I know what I can see. I have two eyes.
They're fucking henchmen again.
Yeah. Because Roman doesn't show up on SmackDown.
They just don't cheat no more, but they're still fucking henchmen.
Yeah. The goons. Yeah, Ricky Starks, Tiffany Stratton. Cody, Gunther challenges Cody to a match at Clash. It hasn't been officially thinged yet, but Gunther did challenge.
You think they're going to say, you know what, man, we ain't doing it in Italy. The thing is that Heyman came out and said that Gunther wants to do it in Italy. But the only way that it could happen is if Cody puts his name on the contract. It's going to happen.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet.
Let's change it to next Friday.
That's a Saturday night's main event.
They love to do the big Gunther title matches overseas. I think we're going on maybe the fourth or fifth time this has happened. It's going to happen in Clash of Italy. I also think this is when Randy Orton is going to show up again because I know that isn't done.
Oh, you know what we fucking missed on Backlash? John Cena and his John Cena classic shit. What the fuck was that about?
It just seemed like they letting John Cena do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Yeah. He's booking the territory. He's like, I'm going to have matches, but we're not going to be, the champion is not going to be decided by winners and losers. I was like, you lost me, John.
Because who the fuck want to see It's Gal versus fucking, I don't know, Braun Breaker or something?
Yeah.
Like, I don't trust niggas to accurately vote for who's going to win. But I think that they're doing this as sort of a mea culpa to the fans to make them think they have control over something. And then they'll use that data later down the line. Like they'll be able to be like, okay, the fans voted for Ricky Starks to win. Okay, that was somebody that was on in the hat. You know what I mean? That we wanted to do something with. Let's do something with it. But if they do a joke vote and it's fucking Danhausen or some shit, they're still gonna say, oh, we'll just do this at this point, but we're really gonna push Ricky Starks in that position, and that's how we'll weave him in through the Danhausen thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not using it for anything but their own analytics and how to book around what the fans really want anyway, because they're gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. Will this help people getting called up? I don't know. Maybe they'll book Mason Rook. I think that's something that John Cena would definitely. I think he would definitely politic to get Mason Rook on that show in some way, shape, or form. He loves that nigga.
He seemingly does.
So, Mason Rook versus Jacob Fatu don't sound too bad to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see it in MSG though. So I don't know what John Cena's cooking up.
Rook versus Jacob Fatu?
No, but it's just these niggas. I mean, we'll see. A lot of these people still
crazy man, bro.
No, I hear you. A lot of these people are still relatively new. Like giving Mason Rook a match in Madison Square Garden off rip, bro, just seems like a massive.
That's literally what the show is.
No, like you can. I feel like they're gonna lean on talent from NXT who probably been there a while, who can use the look. Who's like, okay, we want to feeture them next. I don't know if they necessarily, but I don't know.
Well, nigga, enjoy Dark State. So it's
I mean, OTM and shit.
It's gonna be Mason Rook over Deion Lennox any day.
I feel you. Or Cam Hendricks.
Somebody gonna get that look because they need it, and I think that like I say, just go for the easy, quick joints, and not, you know what I'm saying, like not the don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should overthink it. I don't think we should overthink it. It should just be what it is. But yeah,
absolutely. Monday Night Raw. I mean, Street Profits. Here's my thing about the Street Profits and challenging for the tag team titles. I think we've gotten to the point with Street Profits where it's like, just give them the titles. But then you give them the titles, and it's just like, y'all not really doing nothing with them either. Like, I'm so.
They gonna be facing the niggas with the masks. They gonna face whenever they're back, Dragon Lee and somebody. I think there's opportunity there.
It's
all in how they want to. Honestly, Meelz is all in how they want to push Excuse me, on how they want to push the tag team division, to be honest.
I don't want to break up Street Profits, but I think we've moved past them. They haven't gotten out of any kind of notable gear, in my opinion. Like, they haven't exceeded, they haven't transcended, they haven't changed. So I'm kind of real iffy on like this program just in general. We'll see. Who knows?
I like the Seth aspect of it. I thought that was a clever finish to the match.
I think so too. Intercontinental title scene is heating up.
Javon beating Rusev was a big surprise to me. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not saying it because like, you know, I don't like Javon or anything. I was shocked. I was,
or you don't like Rusev? What do you mean? I think it's like Javon.
I thought Rusev was gonna win. That's more of a nudge to Rusev. I thought Rusev was gonna win.
Really? I didn't think he was gonna win.
I forgot we're not in Shawn Michaels territory and niggas book things correctly. So yeah, there we go.
So it looks like Penta's going to be facing Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship at Saturday night's main event. So shout out to Ethan. We'll do it.
Got on the mic on Monday, and I was like, it is so crazy how much better he is on the mic than people who have been here for years.
Yeah, I mean, explaining stories, getting things. Once he actually gets things, once he actually like gets real moments and times on the show, face real deal Holyfield kind of people, I think he's going to be out of here. So
Penta's a real deal, I think.
No, I know, but he hasn't faced him yet. Like technically, I mean, he has, but like not, one-on-one yet. Let's see. Judgment Day lays out Paige and Brie Bella. Who didn't see that coming? They won all the belts. I'm like, all right. I feel like this is our fourth Judgment Day wants all the belts iteration.
And like, again, I said, y'all ain't got enough of this shit.
Yeah, y'all lost and won and all types of other shit like that. Obafemi. Yeah, throwing Los Gargas out the territory. I don't know.
Los Garza said, "Hey, can we get on Raw?" And then Pierce said, "Yeah, cool." And then they was automatically signed up for the White Boy Challenge, and he said, "You know what? We going bilingual."
Yeah, he chucked the motherfuckers out of here. So again,
mad about this
because people think so. In terms of what I've been reading from people think that they don't have an idea of what they want to do with Obafemi, but it's clearly they're stalling until the important thing happens, but still want to keep him on TV. Like, not everything needs to be after you beat Brock. Not everything needs to be like, all right, next to the next mountain.
Back to Swerve, big homie Swerve, who is one of the greatest writers and one of the greatest creatives of all time in the wrestling business.
I hate who he thinks he is.
Yeah, big homie Swerve. We got to call him BHS, Big Homie Swerve. You know what I'm saying? He seems to think that he would have just given Oba the title the first night. And then to that point, I would have said, okay, and then what? Just have him beat everybody? Okay.
How does that niggas, they haven't earned contracts.
Like, how does that help anyone? That let us know, Swerve, how that's going to help anyone. Book 52 weeks of television with Oba on the top.
Book Kevin Knight that way. They could give Kevin Knight the title. That's y'all man's.
Yeah, but nigga, matter of fact, book yourself that way. Let's see what happens. They won't even book you that way on AEW. So just saying. But I think that it's good. I think the idea that people get scared is actually kind of fun too. But I think he's not gonna this monster, this ruler will not stay satiated for very long with this challenge. I'll say
there you go. I don't think anything is really relevant from Raw anymore, other than Jacob Fatu beats the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I didn't like that ending segment either. Why would he come out to acknowledge you, or he would be fired? How is Roman cool in this situation? That's why Jacob was getting cheered at the end, because they were just like, what the fuck is Roman
my nigga, he pulled him to the building and said, "Where's my title?" And I'm like, "You don't have the title?
Why don't you have the title?" I'm like, there is no babyface that I think you could. I hate comparing them because it gets people really upset.
Yeah.
Roman is not to the level of babyface that Cody is right now. He's just not. Promos aren't there. Character isn't there. I'm like, you just want to be a cool nigga all the time.
Yeah, I'm actually concerned of who's writing this. I feel like low-key it's Heyman. I don't know. I feel
like it's Heyman and him writing it.
Because it really doesn't make any sense. Like, you don't look
he looked
cool
like
or face.
Cool we look like a goofy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you look like a goofy.
They had the PA bring him his title. I was like, oh nah. That's the first thing I said in my brain. I was like, oh nah.
So you don't fly with it? You don't fly with the title? Like who's carrying the title around? The production carrying the title?
This shit is like he a TV character on a fucking soap show.
How are you a better champion than Punk was? How like you don't even give a fuck about the title. I just don't like the haughty, better than you, higher than you character. I'm like, that don't resonate. You know, I think people like Roman because of like the trials and tribulations of the bloodline thing and what he went through, and that was such a cool moment and so cool character in time. I don't think this is cool at all. I just don't think he comes off as cool anymore.
Yeah.
He look like a dork. Be honest with you.
I'm not with it, but
that's why his cousin hoeing him every week.
But maybe they running this back in Italy or at Saturday Night's Main Event or something.
I think there's like another acknowledge me type thing. I think there's an angle. Like if you don't come out, if you don't acknowledge me tomorrow night, nigga. Oh no, nigga, I'm a fucking like the idea that you would fire a nigga for not acknowledging you. If y'all cool with that?
Yeah, that's kind of
y'all cool with that? That's a cool like gimmick. I don't know. It reads wrong. I don't know what the next step of the story is, but like to me, Roman only got a couple paths if you're not facing off against like your Javon Evanses and shit like that. He only got a couple paths, and one of them to me is Gunther, but he went on SmackDown, so Roman must have vetoed that. Yeah, I know. I know. So that was Raw. That was SmackDown. We got one more week of build for Saturday Night's Main Event, and we got Clash in Italy matches that are going to be building out this week on SmackDown. We're barreling Meelz into the 2-hour era for the next 6 months on SmackDown, and they better make these next couple weeks count because it's about to get dark for a lot of niggas on that show.
You ain't lying. Shit. So
you ain't seen nothing yet until you've seen Melo showing on 1 week, not showing on the next week. So
but
enjoy what we have for now. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the show this week, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week, next and 4.
Oh boy. Thanks, y'all. Peace.